Hello. Say hi to this Omnium Files time. Hey, I'm only streaming to Twitch because, shit, that's easier. I have one thing to edit every day. I have to get a link that changes every time for when I post about it. Actually, like, moderate the chat without having to have, like, multiple chat windows open. Yeah. Worth a shot, though. But, you know. Avatars are fun. I only vaguely remember where we left off, honestly. Yeah, I know the gist, but I know we just... yeah, we just went to the bar again and found, because, Ames, our idol friend, said that we need to go there and talk to him. Nerd. For reasons. Oh? But that's about... I think so, yeah, because we were in, no, we were just interrogating her about, like, since it seemed like she might have been the culprit, although, you know, it was obvious enough that not. So... somewhere around there. Okay, now I should be get started. Alright. Let's see what we got for us today. More horny Date, probably. Other fun things. Yeah, because we... Okay, yeah. We just went into her Somnium and found out that you witnessed the murders? That's coming back to me. That's exactly who I wanted to see first thing.
Oh, she left a little while ago. She said something about going to help an acquaintance.
And just left the bar to you?
She told me to watch the place until she got back.
Alright. Not sure I agree that you're the best candidate here, but sure.
How well do you know Mama?
Not at all. It's my first time here. I was nihiling with Tessa earlier. She said she was going to Marbles, so... I got here just before you did. Look, I was really worried about her.
How did you get here that fast?
She was about to be charged with a serious crime. No, this is my new one. You're thinking of the one I dropped in that puddle.
This actually works out nicely. I want to ask you something, Ota. It's about a Nile message you sent Iris. You said you wouldn't tell anyone about that thing. That you'd stay quiet no matter what. What were you talking about?
I wonder if he'll tell.
Well,
I'll tell her about the two-witter thing. I swear I'll do it.
Geez, fine. Just don't tell anyone else, okay?
Oto said he wouldn't tell anyone even if he was tortured.
But before I tell you, who's that?
What?
At the door. Someone's standing outside.
Hello? Huh? Yeah. Where did this fucking nerd get a taser? What's the smile about? Is he a murderer? What? Huh? Okay.
Where am I?
This isn't where I expected it to go at all. It didn't even, like, put him on the bench or something. On the moose. It's sus. Not wrong. Hey.
Looks like you're awake now.
Sure.
Ota, the boy I asked to watch the bar?
I'd say he's too old to be called a boy, but yeah.
He was already gone when I came back. All I
Reliable.
saw was you getting your beauty sleep on the floor.
Damn it, Ota. What are you thinking?
It appears that he took off with Iris.
What were you doing during all this?
My power was shut down due to the stun gun. I have rebooted in safe mode and am now operational.
I had to reboot in safe mode. That's how you know. It's bad.
It'll be 3 o'clock soon. In the morning, of course.
Yeah, it'd be concerning if it was...
I tried. You wouldn't budge. I thought you were passed out drunk, so I left you like that.
Thanks.
But I didn't have a glass in front of me, right?
I mean, he deserves that treatment.
So you weren't drunk?
Didn't have a single drop.
Oh, I thought you were drinking straight out of the bottle. Just like the old days.
Date, the boss is calling.
I always try to answer it like a fool.
Oh, how am I gonna report this one?
Date, listen. Stay calm, but this is an emergency. Just now, the killer... Well, just watch the video. I sent the address to Aiba.
What? Huh? Huh? I didn't think they'd
Iris.
get someone important? I mean, she's obviously, like, alive, but... Well, she is here. Who knows if that'll last? I mean, this is obviously a blackmail, or like a... Oh, live streamed?
No, that's...
The criminal is streaming this live.
Wait, her eye was black and not... We didn't see... Did we see blood there? Because it didn't seem like there was... either, like, minimal or not as much as the other bodies, so what if that's makeup?
Aiba, the source.
Identified. The Okiura Fishery Cold Storage Warehouse, Koto District.
Okiura?
Date, focus.
Okay, this basically confirms for me that it's not Ota. Unless... No, I mean, if her eye is actually gone, it's not Ota. If her eye isn't actually gone and it's just like makeup and shit, it is Ota. He'll kill her. If it isn't Ota, wouldn't care about taking out her eye. If it is, he would.
We need to get to the site, now.
Thankfully, there's never anyone else on the road.
What's our ETA?
Our destination is far from here. 20 minutes at the fastest.
Please, please let me make it in time.
Yeah, it's just black and not like actual blood. At least apparently. Bear? It's a bear! Can't believe it's a fursuiter.
Tessa! Hold on! I'll save you!
Yeah, that's not suspect at all. Running off screen and then Ota comes in. I mean, the bear was obviously, like, way taller. But
Away from Tessa! Ah!
welcome, welcome. We're in an interesting situation, but welcome to the stream. Citroco. It feels like we are on a long bridge every time we drive Date. I actually did not.
No, it can't be. No. Stop!
Now we're late.
No!
Yeah, camera getting splashed like that. Definitely what's actually happening. Not suspect at all.
No!
And the Somnium Files. We're doing it's a murder mystery, and it's it's getting interesting. If that wasn't obvious. Ah. Nothing weird about that. I were watching like a live stream the murderer was doing, and oh, oh, Ota. Uh, I probably should have figured that major empresses would start getting killed. Well, I mean, the fact that the time skip happened there wasn't like, oh, we went over and confirmed that Iris is fine. Is
There you are. Finally. I was looking all over for you.
so cool.
It's rare to see you down like this, but it's understandable. You blame yourself for this, don't you? Beating yourself up about taking Iris to Marble, and about letting Ota get the upper hand on you. Am I right? Shall I tell you what Investigation HQ thinks? Ota Matsushita is a criminal stalker who committed murder-suicide.
Yeah, sure.
Ota had a selfish love for Iris. He was under the delusion that Iris loved him too. But Iris refused Ota. So Ota decided that he and Iris should be together in the afterlife. Killed her, then killed himself.
That's ridiculous. Ota would never kill Iris. And how do you explain the other two murders? Iris's left eye was hollowed out. Just like Renju and Shoko. Those 3 murders were definitely executed by the same person.
Man.
The new Cyclops killer. There's no way that's Ota. Too many pieces don't fit. Too many contradictions, like killing Iris.
Such as?
I mean, the polar bear costume stands out the most to me because the height was wrong.
Stay away from Tessa!
I mean, there's like
Ota
the...
showed himself on the stream.
This isn't really good evidence. Since he was like, he was never on the stream at the same time, but like, even if he was wearing like, oh, really tall platforms. Because the polar bear was like moving really slow. Makes sense if he was trying to keep balance.
If he was gonna kill Iris and then himself, why would he do that? The only reason you would show yourself like that is to prove that you weren't the culprit. Ota and the polar bear on the screen at the same time would prove that they're not the same person.
Oh, actually.
That behavior would be totally unnecessary if he was gonna commit suicide anyway.
Well, maybe he wasn't planning on dying at first. After he killed Iris, he realized that he couldn't live with himself.
So he lies down on the workbench and turns on the ice-cutting machine himself? I don't buy it.
Maybe he was thinking like this. The reason Iris and I can't be together is because her agency prohibits it, making the president, Renju, the ultimate bad guy in his mind.
Mizuki is Ota's close friend. Do you really think Ota would kill his friend's father?
I mean, never mind that he didn't have motivation to kill Shoko. He had even less anyway. Yeah, there we go.
Shoko was married to Renju. Maybe he was trying to get at Renju by killing her.
That's a stretch. They've been divorced for years. Ota knows all about it. He wouldn't use Shoko to get to Renju. The culprit was wearing a polar bear costume, probably to hide their identity. But if murder-suicide was the plan, the costume served no purpose.
Also true.
There are some additional discrepancies. I analyzed the investigation report. Judging by his wound, Ota was stabbed in the side by a kitchen knife or something similar.
You sure?
I am.
Oh, I know that.
Well?
Ota could have stabbed himself. Maybe he thought it would be a fatal wound, but when it didn't work, he went for the ice-cutting machine.
Yeah, fatal wound in the side, sure.
Then, shouldn't we have recovered the kitchen knife from the scene?
Maybe he threw it in the ocean.
Boss, come on. Ota goes out to the water, stabs himself in the gut, throws the knife over the side, then walks back to the warehouse?
Well, I wasn't being serious. I didn't think Ota was the culprit from the beginning. I was just playing devil's advocate for HQ.
Really?
Yes, really.
Anyway, Ota didn't kill anyone, and he didn't kill himself. Here's what I think happened.
Stay away from Tessa!
Ota knew Iris was kidnapped, so he rushed onto the scene. That's when he saw the culprit wearing the polar bear costume. He tried to fight him off, but ended up being stabbed in the side. He was weakened and losing blood at the culprit's mercy. The culprit forced him into the costume, then under the ice-cutting machine, and then...
Then, who is the culprit?
Still seems really complicated.
I wish I knew.
We're up to 4 victims, but Ota was a special circumstance. He wasn't specifically targeted by the culprit.
Right. And he was the only one to not have his eye pulled out.
So let's focus on the 3 other victims. Shoko, Renju, and Iris. What connects these 3?
Connections.
If you find a connection between the victims, you find a connection to the culprit. That's the theory of investigation, right?
You think the new Cyclops killer is related to them somehow?
Maybe, maybe not. But it's a good starting point.
They're all at the idol. Yeah, idol company. All like acted it in some way. I mean, Coco less so. Yeah. They all have some sort of connection to music. Well, it's like it's less direct with Iris is the thing.
Mizuki has the strongest connections with all three victims. Shoko and Renji were her parents, and she was close friends with Iris. She was good friends with Ota too. But that's why I could never believe Mizuki would kill all four of them. Thinking of her as a suspect is ridiculous.
Yeah. I mean, Mayumi has motive to kill. Well, Iris and Renju, but not Shoko. What the fuck would? Well, I'll see what he says about it though.
Mayumi had motive for killing Iris and Renju. Mayumi hated Iris, and she didn't think well of Lemnis Gate either. And since Renju is the president... Anyway, the weak point is Renju's ex-wife, Shoko. I can't imagine why Mayumi would kill her, and above all else, she would never harm her only son, let alone kill him. It's only
Jizzer,
a
welcome.
Renju
Thanks for
definite
the raid.
fact.
Been playing tonight.
They were high school classmates,
Yeah, Yakai, we raid.
and she did say that she met Shoko twice. But I can't imagine she would kill Iris in such a gruesome way. No matter what the circumstances were, it seems impossible to me.
Well,
Renju and Shoko were connected to the Kumakuras, but there's no connection to Iris.
I mean, popular employee of Renju, so it's like something, but not really.
Renju, Shoko, and So.
Yeah, cause So is like the least connected to anything so far. Wondering what the hell is going on with him
There is
specifically.
a connection between Renju and Shoko through the Kumakuras.
Yeah.
But again, I can't see any clear link to Iris.
Yeah, with like 2 of the 3.
I know Renju and Shoko, and I'm connected to Iris, but I have an alibi.
Not that directly connected to Iris though.
Aside from Shoko, there's no way I could have killed any of them.
Always has.
No, now that I think about it, Shoko too. I don't remember killing her. My memories from 6 years ago are missing, but I still have my memory of recent events. And if I start doubting myself now...
Date, I can say without a doubt that there is zero possibility you are the new Cyclops killer. I have been working with you for years. I know better than anyone that you are innocent.
And also the idea of him
I
going in
thought it
for
over, boss.
killing and then like running back to the bar and like collapsing.
Of the people I know, I can't peg any of them as the murderer.
I'm starting to wonder if maybe the stream was like delayed any. Not sure how much it would matter though.
And no leads to pursue?
No.
Then there's only one thing you can do. Continue your investigation. Do whatever it takes to get the culprit. To get justice for the victims.
You're right. Got it, boss.
Alright, I have no idea at this point, honestly. What the fuck? I mean, the most obvious thing to investigate is the cold storage warehouse, since we didn't really get to get a look at it. God, it's like barely even started at this point, huh?
No, nothing so far.
Thanks.
I checked this place point by point, but didn't find nothing.
Cops as always. And well, let's get our blessing bee. Evidence marker. Very important to look at.
Iris's estimated time of death and cause of death have been confirmed. The video was not a recording. It was a live stream, filmed in real time.
There's that question answered.
Which means Iris's time of death is 3:20 a.m.
Brain about anything
This
relevant.
forklift is old. It does not appear to be functional. It has not been moved in some time.
Still to have there. I mean, I guess it makes sense for a warehouse. So it's not been in use.
There are only a few items on the shelf.
Is this warehouse not in use?
Yep. Easy. Thanks here. Hey, buddy. Lots of boxes over here, though. I don't know. Investigate
A
everything.
video camera and laptop. This is what the criminal used to stream. All of these items have been bought from pawn shops and thrift stores. It would be difficult to determine a suspect from them.
The fact that you know it's bought from pawn shops and stuff. Yeah, thrift stores. Think. Else? We're not getting any sort of like revelations from here, but I guess it's obvious of a destination.
Right here. Iris and Ota were.
I am sure you are already aware of Ota's time of death.
Just before I arrived. About 3:30 in the morning.
And the cause of death.
Right, about that. Ota had a stab wound from a kitchen knife in his side.
Correct.
What was the exact cause of death? Was it the knife wound or...
I cannot determine that. I can conclude that the knife wound was at least close to being fatal. Even if Ota was still alive on the workbench, he was certainly on the verge of death. If he weren't already extremely weak, we would expect to see more signs of struggle.
Just doing the for flare. Well, virus. Not really with anything else. That it? Really get anything from here, but I'm missing. Like it. Assuming there's nothing to get off the laptop. Ugh. I want evidence. Like, can I even, like, leave? Or... not? To look at this point. Anything? Like I'm definitely missing something obvious, or like assuming there's something already. Possible there's else hiding? Yeah, I assume not, but oh, I kinda
logged into the Wi-Fi in this warehouse.
I don't know how I didn't pick up on that.
Okiura Fishery Co., Ltd., is listed as the owner. However, I found the password written directly on the router. Anyone who saw it could have used it.
Thanks, I'm a fool.
I have done some research. As the name suggests, the company is owned by the Okiuras, the same Okiuras we know. Renju's father created the company.
Another connection to Renju.
So that's interesting.
No, actually. Currently, Okiura Fishery has nothing to do with Renju. The company has been managed by office representatives for the past 17 years after Renju's father died. Renju holds no shares and is not involved in the management.
Did they just think it'd be close
In
enough?
short, Renju did not inherit the company from his father, and it was instead given to other persons.
I mean, it's a convenient destination.
It can't be a coincidence.
It certainly certainly is suspicious.
Now you get to see me suffer through the rest of it.
But why? Why did the culprit put the costume on Ota?
I did, so yeah, I saw the fucking description that just... Date. Yeah, I did like once I was actually able to talk to her though. Oh. She's fun.
Unknown.
I mean, the culprit didn't seriously think that I'd be able to get them off the hook. I mean, why even bother considering? I mean, it feels like we're in like the last act, but sure.
Iris also had her left eye removed.
Yeah.
And like Renju and Shoko,
Oh, it's true.
Iris's left eyeball has not been recovered.
That's the important thing. Yeah, we can just... The stream's over. We've already done all that matters. Yeah, and if... I mean...
We should get moving.
That's another point against the murder-suicide theory, because, like, where the hell would the eyeball go if it was the one who had taken it out?
Officers from the local jurisdiction are checking the warehouse thoroughly. We will not find anything of importance here.
Yeah, you're right.
You can ask CSI to inform you if they find anything.
All right.
What do you... Oh, we have to tell him we're leaving. Okay. Yeah, it's like... Work out why they'd bother with the costume, because, like... Trying to get the murder-suicide explanation from the police, you know, just so they would, like, leave the case alone, but... Future time, though.
Date, I have to talk to you about something.
Huh?
About the original Cyclops serial killings.
Why this all of a sudden?
Because I want you to solve this case, Mr. Date. I want you to find who did this and bring them to justice. So, if I can help you, even a little...
Why didn't you say anything at Abyss?
The boss was there. I couldn't speak openly in front of her.
Interesting.
So, I decided to meet you here.
Going behind her back.
All right, let's hear it.
Earlier, I told you that I was completely certain the original Cyclops killer couldn't have committed these crimes. I am absolutely certain the original Cyclops killer could not have committed these crimes.
Thanks for the flashback. You did that one.
Explain why. I'll start by telling you the identity of the Cyclops killer. Although, it's more accurate to say, killers.
Ah.
One?
In the first series of killings, the culprit had an accomplice. One of them was born a murderous psychopath. The other is Rohan Kumakura, the previous chairman of the Kumakuras.
Oh. Also born a murderous psychopath? Sure. You're over nurture kind of guy.
They each had a role to play. The murderer committed the homicide, and Rohan removed the eyeball.
The other guy?
He was born with a brain dysfunction. Due to damage to the posterior pituitary gland, he was unable to properly secrete oxytocin.
Oxytocin is a peptide hormone linked to feelings of love, affection, and trust. It is colloquially referred to as the love hormone. It causes a tranquilizing effect which improves mood and relieves stress. It is normally secreted when the body makes contact with an object of affection, such as an embrace or caress.
I'm sure you know what this implies, but he was unable to feel love in the way that we do. However, he was able to experience a substitute. His brain was wired in such a way that allowed him to feel satisfaction through other means.
It's gonna be a... Those kind of plots feel... people... Okay.
Due to the unique idiosyncrasies of his brain, he was able to release large amounts of dopamine and endorphins by performing a certain action.
What was it?
Murder.
I expected something less direct.
Dopamine is a hormone linked to the reward system of the brain. The pleasant feeling attained through accomplishment is dopamine. Endorphins are a kind of brain narcotic. They dull pain and create a feeling of happiness.
He got pleasure from killing people?
It's slightly more complicated than that. Killing people was the only way he could get pleasure. He was 12 when he took his first life. That enlightened him to the pleasure of murder, which he would do again and again.
Just murder. All you need. Alright, Peter, we have to investigate everything. Anything else we can look at instead of Peter? No, evidently not. Oh. Policeman 1 and Policeman. I feel like there's something missing here.
That, I don't know.
The details of the original Cyclops serial killings case have become nebulous over time. Even the official investigation material contains nothing of value. I am unable to draw any conclusions from them.
You really have no idea?
If I did, I would tell you. 18 years ago, Rohan took a woman's eye. She was already dead. He put his finger into her eye socket and gouged it out. The reason why was simple. He was fascinated by women's eyes. Their beauty stimulated his greed and his desire to possess them. He needed to have them, to make them his own. Driven by this instinctive impulse, he took the woman's eye. From then on, he acquired a grotesque obsession with the eyes of dead women. He was very particular about his need that the eye belonged to a deceased woman. But even being the head of a Yakuza gang, there weren't too many opportunities for him to indulge. His deepest, darkest desire went unfulfilled for years. However, he soon met his ideal partner, the aforementioned psychopath. The Cyclops killer would commit the murder, and Rohan would take the eye. Thus, a mutually beneficial relationship was established. This was the origin of the Cyclops serial killings.
Wait. And Iris had some connection with the original murders. What if... I mean, I don't think so, but...
At about the same time, you were assigned to Abyss.
Serial killer was 12 when the commit... Well, he said he. But that doesn't necessarily mean he did. And Iris was 12 at the time. Oh. I mean, the implication seems to have been that it was before the serial killing started, but...
The original Cyclops killer had an accomplice.
There were 2 Cyclops killers.
So, instead of Peter summarizing for Date, Date and Aiba are summarizing for the audience.
One of them was the former chairman of the Kumakuras, Rohan Kumakura.
Rohan committed suicide by jumping to his death 1 year ago.
That means... Pewter, tell me this. One of the original killers is dead, I know that. But that means one remains. Who is he?
After his fourth murder, he was arrested by the police.
Oh.
They actually picked him up on other charges. But in any case, he is currently serving a life sentence in Fuchu prison.
Fuchu prison?
Yes.
What's his name?
In prison, he doesn't have a name.
Future.
He's simply called Number 89.
Oh, wasn't that the one who had called in about the...
Number 89.
I know who killed Shogun Adami.
Oh, I've forgotten about that.
So, now you know why I said that. That the original Cyclops killer couldn't have committed these crimes. Because one is dead, and the other is behind bars. Neither of them had the opportunity.
There has to be something more here that explains why Boss wasn't telling us shit about it, though. Okay. What else can we... Let's go home! Fuck it. Who cares? Not solving murders. Mizuki, I forgot. Forgot she was brought home. Next question. Hot. First of all, Mizuki, you have to look at everything in the room. Smells in particular is very audio quality, or audio quality, model quality. Data is an audio file. Fun facts. Her favorite metal pipe, like every child has. Yeah, they fucking cartoon characters. Data notably having one less something. Yeah, I didn't expect much of that. Yep.
Mizuki must know about Iris and Ota.
Of course. The news was distributed heavily across the internet. Not just in Japan, but worldwide.
Why did we let her on the... Well, we have to block off everything except for Neopets.
3 days ago, Mizuki discovered her mother's body. 2 days ago, her father's. This morning, 2 of her best friends. It is completely understandable that she is at her mental limit.
Can I be left alone for a while?
Are you okay?
No.
Yeah.
Aiba, contact Abyss. See if they can get Mizuki a good counselor.
Good. Good parenting.
Understood.
That was... Well. Oh yeah, she's gonna be... in a state. God. Mom is gonna... Oh, my... Yeah, it's gonna be like this, huh?
This is your fault. I heard from the police. Because you didn't take care of Iris, my boy Ota got involved.
Date, I looked into the investigation report. Mayumi confirmed Ota's body early this morning.
I see.
I'm sorry. I want to be alone right now. Did you not hear me? I said leave!
Date, let's go.
Yeah.
She is in no state to talk.
Yeah,
Bet.
you're right.
Fun times! Yeah, and now Iris's mom. Well, she's been the most receptive so far.
Oda was one of my students.
Oh.
I taught him in elementary school. I heard it from the police. Oda tried to help Iris and ended up... I don't know what to say. I have no words.
Hitomi, my entire focus is on this case. Is there anything at all you can tell me?
I don't know if this is important, but...
No, please. Tell me.
I may have told you this already. I met Renju's wife Shoko twice before. The first time at the wedding, the second time a month ago. That second time was in the waiting room of the prison.
Oh, that's interesting.
Prison?
There's an acquaintance of mine from when we were younger.
Number
I
89?
visit them a few times a year. By coincidence, I saw Shoko. I don't think she noticed me, but I recognized her as Renju's wife right away. She was there for the same reason I was, to visit one of the inmates.
Do you know who?
No, I don't. We didn't talk.
Which prison?
Fuchu Prison, in Tokyo.
Shared childhood friend?
Fuchu.
Prison?
Interesting.
Iris was my everything. We always went everywhere together. Whether it was buying clothes, or going to the movies, or taking a walk, or going shopping at the supermarket. When she was young, she would just hold one of my fingers. Her hand was too small to hold mine. Then it was 2, then 3. And finally she could hold my hand. But eventually, she left my hands altogether. She started crossing her arms, being independent, even though she needed constant attention growing up.
Oh.
Her memories are a part of this room. And always will be. When she was a baby, she fell off that sofa and cried and cried. One day she tore up her picture book all over the floor here. Another time she drew with crayons all over the window. She painted my portrait on Mother's Day. Scratches on the floor, chipped plates, burn marks on the table, stains on the cushions. Everything you see. It all holds a memory of her. But why?
I'm sorry to have bothered you. I'll be going now.
I don't know what to do. Thinking about her. Dante, please, you have to catch them. Please. Please.
I will. Trust me.
Okay, now we're done talking to all the parents and friends. All the fun stuff.
Are you okay, honey?
Huh?
About last night. Well, at 3 in the morning, anyway.
You know about it?
It's on every channel. You have the face of a ghost. Do you want a glass?
I don't need a drink. I need information. Do you have anything?
Well, let's see. I do have... I suppose you could call it intuition.
I trust you completely.
Tell me.
The Kumakuras are involved in this case.
Well, we knew that.
Remember what I told you before? That there's a relationship between Ren and the Kumakuras? Shoko also has a relationship with them. You know about her dealings with the Kumakuras, right?
So basically, 2 of the victims are linked to the Kumakuras. That must mean they're involved somehow, right?
Not 2, 3.
3? Iris?
Oh.
No, not that one. The boy.
Oh.
He came here last night.
Ota?
Yes, from Matsushita Diner. He's linked to the Kumakuras as well.
That's fun.
Have you heard the rumor?
Right, because he sold off the property, like, right before. I mean, you knew because someone else was planning on blowing up for some reason, right?
The Kumakuras own a handful of real estate companies. They of course look legit, but they're Yakuza fronts. I'll call those real estate companies the KE to keep it simple for you. The KE followed in So's footsteps. They bought up land in Kawasaki. Now, back to So. Have you heard of the plans for the casino in Kawasaki? So was the one who came up with it.
There's plans for a casino in Kawasaki, which is... I mean, are there plans for it? I mean, I guess.
I was born and raised in Kawasaki. I remember the landscape of my childhood, and I loved it dearly. But look at Kawasaki now. When I see images of the destruction on television, my heart aches like it's being chopped to pieces. But I promise you, I will revive the Kawasaki district at any cost. Casino Town Kawasaki will give new life to the city.
After that, So moved fast. He submitted the bills he needed to the National Assembly after drumming up support in the right places.
And I love to go to the casino and get radiated. Like radiation damage.
The bills passed, and it became an official government initiative.
Decontamination efforts therefore increased at a rapid pace in the Kawasaki district. At the moment, the area is still considered off limits.
Want to build a casino before, and this made it easier.
However, the air in Kawasaki is currently purified to such an extent that it has no negative effect on the human body.
If the plan goes smoothly, land prices in Kawasaki are going to skyrocket.
I see.
And all that land is owned by the KE, and by So himself. The land he bought back for $1 billion will be worth 10 times that soon.
He's involved in some shady business.
This is just another rumor, but the chemical plant exploding was no accident. It was done intentionally.
By So and the Kumakuras, you mean?
But there's no hard evidence of that. It's just gossip. What were we talking about again?
Ota
Thanks,
and
Mama.
the Kumakuras.
Oh, right. You know how Matsushita Diner is close to the Kawasaki district?
Right.
The chemical plant explosion made times hard. Foot traffic went down, sales declined.
Right. Oh god, business is
No
quite
wonder
a...
it closed down.
Oh no, never mind. Okay. Wait. Close down?
Ota must hold a grudge. Someone caused that explosion. And if it was intentional, oh, he'd hate them even more. That's how I link Ota to the Kumakuras.
I mean, would Ota... I mean, he would care on some level about his mom's diner, but... That's a link. I mean, I'll take it, but...
Thank you, Mama. I don't know if what you told me will lead to anything, but...
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to waste your time.
No, it was very helpful.
I'm glad I can help, even if it's just a little.
Well then, be seeing you.
Come back anytime.
God, best NPC. I like her very much. Well, that was productive. Oh.
Where did she go?
Well, she isn't always here, correct?
No, I think she's always here.
True.
And we waited. Waited.
What are you doing?
I thought it would be easier to talk like this.
What do we have to talk about?
A summary of the investigation, perhaps?
What summary? We don't have anything new.
That's not true.
Huh?
I was curious, so I did some research about number 89.
Oh. Well, let's start with the easy one. Well,
As you
not
know,
the easy.
He is an assassin with multiple confirmed kills. He is currently serving a sentence at Fuchu Prison. He was imprisoned 6 years ago.
That's what Pewter told us.
After his fourth murder, he was arrested by the police.
Unknown.
You don't know?
No such person is listed in the family registry.
It's because she searched for number 89.
It is possible he is a foreigner, but his nationality is unknown. However, I believe it is safe to say that he was born and raised in Japan.
Based on what? I mean, I suppose I wouldn't have had motive to... Well, I don't know.
Pewter claims that there were two culprits behind the original serial killings. One was the former chairman of the Kumakuras, Rohan Kumakura.
But Rohan committed suicide last year.
That leaves one culprit still alive, number 89.
Now, if he can find a way to sneak out and then back into prison on a regular basis, and also someone else who has an interest in eyes.
But number 89 couldn't possibly have committed these crimes. He was in jail when each of the murders occurred.
Correct. However, I do not believe it is accurate to claim that he had nothing to do with the incident.
That's fair.
Who killed Shogun Adami?
If he was telling the truth, his involvement is possible. Unknown. I cannot determine if they have any connection. Approximately 1 month ago, Hitomi Sagan witnessed Shoko in Fuchu Prison's waiting room. I am unable to say for certain that the person she was there to visit was number 89. After all, Fuchu Prison houses 2,000 inmates.
I mean, 1 in 2,000, pretty good
Number
odds.
89 knew Shoko's name.
I know who killed Shogun Adami.
We just heard it. It's fine. It's fine. We don't need to hear it again.
Somehow.
It is possible.
Let's talk to number 89.
On my VPN.
Alright. However, we need not go to him. We can bring him to us.
Again?
If we plan on syncing with him, it would be more efficient.
Oh, actually, that's a good
Can
point.
you arrange that?
I can.
Yeah, syncing with a serial killer who's been presumably kept there for 6 years. It's that easy. That's not worrying at all. Certainly she's not being murdered right now. Oh. Number 89. I mean, that's convenient for, you know, for being able to do this. Without her finding out. Oh, shit! It's her husband! Not Shoko's, but, Iris's dad?
Sorry to interrupt your busy day.
Cool.
But I need you to tell me something. I'd appreciate your cooperation.
He's probably not gonna say shit, huh?
Number 89.
Your real name.
I don't remember.
That's an interesting response.
Burkina Faso.
Remembers that, though.
Burkina Faso is a republic in West Africa. Population 17 million.
What's that you were just saying, Aiba?
I don't have time for your jokes.
Yeah. I mean, clearly he knows.
Yes, I do.
About a month ago, Shoko visited Fuchu prison. Was she there to see you?
That's right.
What did you talk about?
Nothing special.
You're in no position to lie.
I'm not lying. She didn't come to hear me talk.
Then why did she come?
To meet me.
To meet him.
Meet you?
She probably just wanted to see me.
Like a zoo.
That's right. I was one of the culprits behind the case 6 years ago. One of the 2 Cyclops killers. A long time ago.
Okay, no, that wasn't your first meeting with him.
I don't remember exactly when.
What's your relationship to her?
A physical one.
Alright.
I'm kidding. She was just a business partner.
Damn.
All right, let's get right down to it. 2 days ago, you called Investigation HQ and said, I know who killed Shoko Nadami.
If you
That's
play
right.
that line again, thank God.
Who?
Hey, don't be so hasty. We haven't agreed on a deal. You're gonna let me out of prison, right?
It's done. You've got a deal.
That was fast.
Alright. But to explain it properly, I need to tell you a story.
I mean, I'm assuming Date's lying, but that makes him a target if he is.
It might take some time. Is that alright with you?
I've got nothing but time.
Then let's get started. The story of a lonely assassin. Once upon a time, there was a detective, full of righteous justice.
Oh, I wonder who that could be.
Let's call him F.
Any respects right now, buddy.
F found the evils of the world intolerable. F had no parents, no siblings, and grew up in an orphanage since he was born.
Oh, if only we knew of a detective with no known family.
He suffered every kind of abuse imaginable there. It led him to despise all the evils of the world. One day, F was chasing a thug down at the harbor.
That's you? You hated all the evils of the world? Well, I guess it makes sense that that earlier explanation was bullshit.
Someone wanted for the assault and murder of women.
Okay, I get it. I'll just throw down my knife. Here. And you lower your gun. It's fine. I got nothing else on me. I'll go quietly. You know, I have a history with hospitals. I've been going to a special hospital for a while. Even if I get caught, it's all good. I'll come right back out again. What should I do next time? Just thinking about it gets me excited.
A good call.
The culprit was unarmed.
Elegy. Welcome, we're going through it right now.
But F never served a day in prison. The case went to trial for some time, but it was determined to be self-defense, and he was declared innocent.
Self-defense,
If
huh?
the truth got out, it would be a huge scandal for the police. People at the upper level were terrified of what might happen, so they had evidence fabricated.
And that's just normal
F
police
wasn't
shit.
suspended or disciplined at all. After a while, he returned to his job like nothing happened. That was a turning point for him. He was ready to shed the morality that was weighing him down, holding him back. F still wanted justice, and he was willing to dispense it to the immoral one by one.
Okay, so all the victims were actually...
He became an assassin, a lone gunman. No agent, no employer. He was his own man. F believed that he was judge, jury, and executioner, but it didn't last long. One day, F got rid of a criminal we'll call X.
All
X
these
was
fucking
responsible for
letters.
defrauding and killing an innocent old man for his life insurance policy. Turns out, X had connections. Someone wasn't happy that he died. Rohan Kumakura, chairman of the Kumakuras.
And so they made a deal.
X was a top executive of the Kumakuras at the time. Rohan ordered his men to find and kidnap F.
And I love FX.
I've done some research.
And Amber.
I know you've cleaned up at least 18 pieces of scum from this earth. But somehow there hasn't been a single criminal investigation. They're all treated as suicides, accidents, or natural causes. Amazing work. I'm impressed. How about you work for us?
I
Of course,
see.
you have the right to say no, but it'll be the last word out of your mouth.
F was trapped. Even if he somehow survived, he would be looking over his shoulder for the rest of his life. He had no choice but to take Rohan's offer. Thus, F's self-employment came to an end. He became a hired gun of the Kumakuras. Rohan even gave him a code name.
He is the original Cyclops killer from 6 years ago. Also, Iris's dad. The idol we were talking to earlier, who has been murdered. We're having fun. Yeah, honestly, yeah. Not like that's...
Falco.
I mean... Between the two, I usually prefer to use Fox, but...
Named for the falcon, a bird of prey.
He prefers the air.
Falco didn't quit his job as a police officer, though. He worked as a detective by day, assassin by night, at the will of the organization. An ordinary killer would need motive to take a life, not Falco. He did as he was told, one target after another.
That's how Rohan got his
It didn't
eyeballs.
take long to destroy his heart completely. Time passed, and a few years back, Falco, who by this time was exhausted in body and spirit, made a fatal mistake. He missed his mark and ended up taking a bullet to the stomach. Somehow he managed to escape. After reaching a nearby shrine, his legs finally gave out under him. He had no strength left. He put his back up against the shrine and let out a moaning breath that he thought might be his last. But at that moment...
God?
In his darkening vision, he saw a woman approach him. He watched her take out her phone and dial for help. At the same time, he heard footsteps. Footsteps of at least 2 people closing in. He knew immediately that they were after him. He sprung into action, grabbing the woman and pulling her close, kissing her to keep her from talking.
Blood on her shirt.
That was the first encounter between Falco and the woman.
First encounter? So not... Couldn't be Iris's dad, but...
She was a teacher at some school.
I mean, we had the flashback... Not the flashback, the, Omnium in Dante's mind right at the beginning where we saw him killing her.
It was like she was from a totally different world than him. Listening to her talk, he would forget everything about his line of work. She was his only contact with the ordinary, mundane world. They met in secret a few more times, and Falco felt his heart grow warmer. Her smile and kindness were like a cold glass of water for Falco's parched heart. Falco started to become himself again, his former self. He swore on his life that from then on, he would live for her.
We give her like a nickname. I don't know. I'm just throwing something out there. Throwing parts of the wall. Maybe like Crystal. Let's complete this fanfic.
So, you want to go clean? Fine. Do as you please. You've done a lot for us. But there is one last thing. One final job I want you to do for me.
I'm kind of surprised he's even letting him off.
Nothing major. This woman and her daughter. I need you to dispose of them. Should be simple, no?
Rohan handed Falco a picture of a woman and a girl. It was the teacher Falco met at the shrine. And her daughter. She had just turned 12. Why the two of them? Rohan, as usual, never gave a reason. And Falco had no intention of carrying out the kill. But if he didn't, he knew that someone else would. He thought long and hard. How was he going to keep them safe and get out of the life of crime?
Get caught?
He couldn't find an answer, no matter how hard he thought. He was backed into a corner. So, he decided to call on an old friend for help. And then...
Old friend, maybe Date? Yeah, you mentioned a detective? Who is that? Who's that?
You mentioned a detective. What's the connection between that and Shoko?
Or Shoko his old friend, or...
Was that the whole story? Why did you stop? Hey, answer me.
Wow, I wonder what we're gonna do. Maybe hook him up to our machine? Funny memory machine?
This is a transaction, remember? Until I get a guarantee that you'll uphold your end of the bargain, I'm not telling you anything else.
There we go.
Half up front, half later. If you want to hear the rest of my story, you better start the release procedures. Once they've cleared, I'll tell you everything.
Date, it is unlikely that number 89 will uphold his promise, even upon release.
Yeah, you think so?
Yes?
Start the preparations.
For what?
What do you think? The sink.
Go.
I have injected number 89 with the usual dosage.
This is gonna be fun.
Waking up anytime soon. Are you ready, Agent Date?
Yeah,
The time limit is 6 minutes.
I know.
Then let's begin.
And time for Aiba's dramatic entrance. I love her.
No, not sup. Why are you sleeping on the job?
He's just chilling. Yeah, like, just lit on that because it's like, it's the obvious thing from the beginning, so I was like, oh, you know. But, fine. Because it's like, I mean, they've already revealed number 89 as the original Cyclops killer. But there's inconsistencies with, like, his story and the shit we were told by Pewter about how, like, oh, he was, you know, at birth he didn't, this part of his brain didn't work, so the only thing that made him happy was murdering. He wasn't capable of feeling love. It's like, oh, he had, like, a strong sense of justice and shit like that. and then only like through that started murdering, then got used by Rohan, which is like completely different.
Because I want to, obviously.
Why are you getting mad at me?
Yeah, this rug feels so good on my skin, yeah.
Why are you suddenly a cat?
Playtime's over. Let's begin.
Stand up.
Is
I
this
love
the
her so
Sparrow
much.
residence?
It definitely is. But why?
Number 89. What were you up to?
I wonder who that woman he is describing was.
What? The green. I do not think I can pass through it.
Just cut through the
He
jello.
wants to hide it, huh? Okay, new plan.
Somnium scan. Activate.
Tip of the heart. It on you? Or just in front of you?
This appears to correspond to the green thing.
That's all I wanted to do. Okay, time to get a membrane. Oh, the pot. Only thing we can interact with is Iris.
A winter iris that blooms in the cold.
I know, I know.
Five. Yeah, so it'd save time to smell than that.
It smells like a typical winter iris.
What does a typical iris smell like?
Well.
Elegant and gentle.
Can't you just tell me what it smells like?
I had to search online for a description, but could not find one.
Oh, right. I forgot about that.
A winter iris.
You can do it. I believe in you.
Stop it! You're distracting me! I got one!
Impressive.
Aw, right after I pulled it out, too.
Seeing the speech animation from that close is kind of...
React at all?
Oh shit.
Oh, should I pick it up?
I don't have time for a phone call right now. Yeah, let's just immediately hang it up.
What the?
Amazing.
I fainted.
The phone's still fucking... I don't have a car. No, I'm not gonna go to the impound lot.
It won't stop ringing.
Oh yeah, voicemail, huh? Or not? That works. Sounds like we didn't have much of a choice.
I guess it worked?
Or maybe doing it in that order did something specific. I mean, I guess maybe ignore it first, and then hang it up. That might be like the other route.
There is some kind of liquid pooled on the floor.
Most expensive thing.
It is surprisingly deep.
Portal.
Did you find anything?
Well... Oh! There is something!
Cork.
It's a drain. It's actually the shower.
What is this substance? Green tea?
It's obviously not green tea.
Perhaps it's jelly.
It's not jelly.
No, I think it's jelly. Another times two, though. The book. Oh, it's still, yeah, it's still green. Obviously, we can access it yet. Oh, let's look at the picture, actually.
A picture.
Just a picture.
It's obviously 9. Ah, so expensive. Oh. Find something cheaper, maybe.
A switch. But there are thorns around it.
Another mystery one, which is... Oh, the ceiling fan.
It's a ceiling fan.
Is that like
Ceiling
a
fan.
giant desk fan?
A
Date.
desk fan only moves the air immediately around it.
What?
Whereas a ceiling fan circulates air in an entire room.
Oh, right.
And who has never seen a ceiling fan? Let's headbutt it.
Ow!
No good, huh?
Oh, we got some good out of that.
Agent Date, you've got 4 minutes.
4 minutes. See, we can do.
A picture.
I'm interested to see what filling it out does.
I don't have a pen. No choice. You must use my blood.
You don't
Normal
have
stuff.
to go that far.
That's not creepy at all.
The color has returned.
Hey, Aiba?
I said blood, but it is not the same as human blood. No need to worry.
Not the concern here.
Besides, we are in a dream.
Still, blood? I'd feel better if you used a different word.
For example,
Body fluids?
I do not feel comfortable with that.
I don't think anybody did.
It's ringing again. What should I do?
Sure. Let's pick it up. Yeah, we kind of need it.
All right.
Maybe I'll waste using it on something that cheap, but
What the?
the 10 is obviously pretty beneficial on expensive stuff, though.
I lost consciousness.
Ringing! That's exactly what happened, yeah.
What the?
Chief Payne Swell saying,
I feel
"Who's
weak.
you?"
You have 3 minutes, Date.
We're about to use a lot of them. Yay! I'm sure it'll be fine. Just stare at it hard enough. It will work. Is that like the answer every time?
Aren't you curious who was calling?
I am curious, but what if they threaten me for money?
You're a police officer. Have some backbone.
Interesting character read for Date. It's like it's either you have to ignore it every time, or it's always like the last option you pick.
I suppose we didn't do anything wrong.
At least you didn't faint.
No, I think that very much did happen. Well, I guess he's referring to like this time.
Hurry!
Have access to this now. Also, we're needing to find the funny bonus item. Actually, look at that. This is where we were the first time. Their house the whole time. Very
It's
interesting.
a pot. Steam is rising from it. It appears to be some kind of green curry.
Maybe a soybean stew?
It might also be boiled green juice.
Yeah, like a slime.
A turtle ninja could leap out at any moment.
So true. What would happen if we heated it? And I'm praying I'm not gonna get a negative timing out of that.
It doesn't turn on. Is it broken?
See the phone over there? Call the manufacturer.
Okay. Do you think they make dream house calls?
I
Dream?
do not.
Doesn't believe in anything.
Pot with green.
Yeah, let's make it 10.
What is this anyway?
You can tell by tasting it.
I would like to know before I put it in my mouth.
And you
It's green,
taste?
right? It's gotta be gag.
Nickelodeon gack.
Don't say such things. I'm the one who has to drink it. Fine. I'll have a sip.
A sip. She's that kind of person.
Aiba? Hey, Aiba!
2 shots of vodka.
Aiba!
Well, we killed her. That's another major NPC down.
Thank you for the delicious soup.
No, it's worse. She's mind controlled now.
What soup was it?
Elephant.
What did you say?
Elephant.
She's gone. Oh, ×3 though. Ugh. That's painful. Not just gone now? Yes.
Dante, 30 seconds.
And pain over there. Whatever you're feeling, I'm feeling it worse.
A book.
A book. Feels bad.
F stands against evildoers and brings them harsh justice.
At least this way you get to see more.
Guy sounds like Judge Dredd.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Yes.
Dante, you're out of time.
I don't think that's right.
A book.
Now let's take a look at the other book. Yeah, the one right over here.
A book.
I want to know what it says.
F became an assassin for the Kumakuras. Rohan himself bestowed F a code name. That name is Falco.
Falco.
I mean, did he abbreviate the name, like from the beginning of the story, from Falco, or did his name actually start with an F? Is what I'm wondering. No, that's super relevant, but and the fact they hit his name though, why as much? Let's see what's in this one.
A book. F does not have parents or siblings. He was raised in an orphanage.
F for Falco?
Alright, let's try this one.
A
See
book.
what happens. Just for fun. Buy me that shit.
I wonder what these books symbolize.
I don't know. Maybe he used to oversee a library?
That's it.
Number 89. A librarian. Dante,
Oh.
there's no time.
Shit! This isn't good!
Alright, we were too stupid. Have to go back to our save states. Just gonna start from the first. I'm already. So should end up being liquid, right? Yeah, I'll keep it so I'm going the same route.
There is some
I'll go through a different route later on.
Did you
Definitely want to do that.
There is.
Core?
What is this?
It's up.
Perhaps
It's not.
That make the phone? No? That not it? Remembering wrong? Right, no, we had to complete the picture. Right.
Just a pic.
I don't have a pen.
You don't have to go.
I think we're gonna end up
I stand, but
at the same time as if we just went back to whatever.
it's ringing.
Let's try starting with ignores just to see if that saves us any time. I'll have to just stare at a ringing phone. It's actually doing it. Regular basis. Which we need to hit the hang up.
Stopped. Aren't you curious who was calling?
I am curious, but what if they threaten?
You.
Well, I guess it is just kind of forced to or weird. Maybe it still matters if you pick the other options first, but
I suppose.
At least.
got more time. The soup didn't do much for us. I think I might not this time. Here's some books.
A book. Here I. What happened?
Nothing.
We hate literature in here. Maybe if we tear all of them?
3 minutes, Date.
A book. Ha! I wonder what
I don't know.
number 8. A book.
Yes, we did.
Yeah! Are you sure this will help us uncover number 89's secrets?
It might.
No.
We're getting closer.
Interesting.
What is that?
Hey, we're ruining your books.
It's an eye.
Date, what are we going to do?
Poke it. Yes, it's an option. Actually, the port lemon juice option? Let's try it. Is there not any?
Lemon? Lemon. Where are you, Lemon?
You usually get a lemon with an order of karage, right?
No lemon.
Before
Order.
we think about squeezing some on there, shouldn't we take a bite first?
Oh, if only I had a lemon. If only I had a lemon.
Problems I have every day.
Ah! I passed out.
Oh, we also could have ordered a lemon sour. That would have worked.
Why wouldn't I order something else entirely?
Oh, that works too.
Well, that helped.
Leave it to me. With a target that large, this will be easy.
Unless he's far away.
You really beat the shit out of that glass.
Now I know how birds feel.
And we get another ×2 because, sure. And we'll close the curtain. I want to look at this anymore. Just gonna go find someone else.
It left.
That did it. More or less.
That eye.
Do you know something about it?
Yes. It was kind of cute.
Eye.
You are insane.
Now you figure it out.
What? That's...
Hitomi?
Is her home.
You have less than 2 minutes. Hurry.
It's fine, we have infinite chances. Book.
A book.
Should use it, I mean.
The smile and kind words of a woman nurtured Falco's withered heart back to health. Sounds like you, Date.
No, not at all.
Really?
The nourishment is temporary. Then I go and check my wallet and it hits me.
Oh,
My
I
God.
see. You are talking about that cabaret girl again.
Stop! Don't remind me.
Whatever. Lessons learned. Oh, there's another book we unlocked, though.
A book.
Love to read.
Falco was in a bind and turned to a trusted friend. The rest is marked over.
But I want to know what happened after.
That one in particular seems like a good target to tear, but...
What?
There it is. We're on Route B, apparently. Or I'm assuming that's what that is.
It's Hitomi.
I mean, maybe. Oh, that makes everything... Timey is very tempting, that one. But a 5th is pretty powerful. I mean, she's not going to talk, so the doctor option would be kind of... Let's pretend we're number 89.
What?
Kiss her.
You... Like this? But why?
You are like one of my limbs, Aiba.
Yes.
Like an alter ego. An incarnation of me to kiss Hitomi.
Date, the woman just lost her daughter.
Yes.
Then it's like me kissing Hitomi, right?
No.
You sure? Because that was making my heart rate rise. And another part of me, too.
Could it just be only your heart, please?
Amazing. Let's rip the books.
A book?
Just spies literature.
Ah! What is this going to accomplish?
We're driving number 89 into a corner.
By tearing a book.
Yeah. I remember how shocked I felt when Mizuki tore up one of the porno mags I was hiding.
That situation was clearly different.
Oh, it sounds exactly the same. On to something.
A book.
Also, did the right thing.
Ugh.
A green book. That seems familiar.
I do not think there is any relation to this.
Alright. Guess it's nothing then.
Less than 1 minute. Hurry.
Have time. Have a whole minute. What could happen?
It's Hitomi.
I feel like... Do this.
Well, I suppose I will try it.
But your option seems like it's too ineffectual to, like...
She's
Anything?
Yeah, me too.
To kill you.
Sorry, nothing.
Well, nothing, huh?
It's Hitomi. Where?
Well, maybe her...
Shoulder? Don't.
Her stomach, right?
Yeah, it's not like I'm touching her.
She's extremely hard. Perhaps due to her being stationary?
What did you say?
That she is stationary?
No, before that.
She's hard?
Hitomi is hard right now? Got it. That's useful information. Let's keep that in mind.
Date. Gonna toss you off a building.
Wait, I forgot. What's Hitomi's condition right now? I totally lost it.
Gonna toss you off a skyscraper.
Could you stop messing around? Or would you like me to crush you with this vice?
Hey, relax. I was kidding.
It's Hitomi.
Like there has to be something.
Understood. Hey! Hitomi! Hitomi! No use.
Could you try it again, but more in a fawning way?
Ah.
I believe we should try something else.
But... fawning...
Let it go.
Well, that was very productive. What else we got? Drop the books. That's there.
30 seconds.
A skull. I do not see the body.
Oh. Worth timing. I feel like we're gonna run into something that's super lengthy. Want to... Feels like breaking things is what's progressing stuff. But also, it's like we've been progressing by ignoring things, mainly, but also Karen Books did a thing or two. Well, the victims, right? Oh. God. Let's throw it.
Would that not be disrespectful to the dead?
Dead? It's a hunk of calcium.
All right.
Yeah, exactly. It's Aiba's fault all along.
Sorry about this.
Nothing in it, huh?
Whose skull was this?
Unknown. I also cannot determine the connection to number 89.
I think there's like an obvious connection with the blood in the eye socket. I don't know. The hunch. Out of the... Hitomi's not being marked as...
It's Hitomi. It's a ceiling fan.
Been here, though.
A desk.
I don't want that to be the last thing I interact with. Very least. What other options do I have? Fan, switch. Also been here the entire time, but who knows?
A switch.
Let's try it!
An astute
knows?
observation. I will do that. Ow! I can't pull them out. They sting me.
Well, guess we have to investigate without pulling them out.
If you're fine
Useful?
with whatever happens to my fingers.
Oi.
Date, there's no time.
Shh. Right again, I mean, at least this time. Go back to, like... more recent. Oh, we have to now.
less than 2 minutes. Hurry.
What gave us progress? Something with books? Might have been during the books? Tossing the skull, I don't. That was afterwards.
A book?
Right?
Ah! What is this going?
We're driving.
By
Yeah.
that. A book.
A green book.
Books and skull. Okay, thank you.
I do not think there is any.
All right.
Pay more attention to that. Yeah, books did the progress. Then. Skull.
Skull.
Something else this time. Well. Yeah, I'll try something else.
Hello there. What happened to your body? Are you comfortable being all bones? Oh, I see. You were thin anyway. Say something. I don't want to be the only one talking. I sound like a crazy person. Now you're upsetting me. Prepare yourself for a comeuppance.
Humanity finally develops artificial intelligence, and this is the result.
It's perfect.
Date, I will unleash a furious punch onto an object.
Never heard anyone say that before.
I was hoping it'd still lead to it getting broken.
Hurry.
Alright. Something with the switch?
A switch?
Sure.
This switch again. Last time we handled it in a different manner.
That was then. This is now.
But there are thorns. You are aware that I am the one who feels the pain.
It's fine.
It'll only hurt for a bit, then it'll be better.
I mean, it doesn't work like that.
It doesn't hurt.
Ah. Wow, an actual, like, logical connection. Not much. Or I forget.
What?
What do we
A floor lamp.
do with this? I mean, when has violence ever steered us wrong? For her track record,
More intelligent solution.
pretty good.
Date, these are your instructions.
Date, 30
It's
seconds.
Tony.
Not what I wanted to do.
A floor.
Taking it off would just bring us back to where we were before, but lift it. Oh,
It's impossible. It is too heavy and hard.
Which is harder? That or what I've got in my pants?
Let's hit each with a hammer to test.
Yes, thank you.
Withdraw.
Feels bad. Feels very bad.
A floor lamp.
Sure, let's turn it off. Let it happen.
Easier said than done. I do not see a switch anywhere. Or any kind of power supply.
Really? Come on, look harder. Where's your motivation?
Looking so hard.
I cannot find it.
And the ones where it's like accomplishes literally nothing.
Floor lamp.
Like not even the original objective. No. It has to be something because we unlocked this through.
Are you sure?
Yeah, go ahead.
okay?
That's pretty okay, yeah.
Looks okay.
What?
Who's that?
What do I do?
Feel like I want to see what happens if we like our only chance. Shut up.
Stop banging on the door! You're bothering everybody! If you want to bang on something so much, play the drums!
That worked.
Ugh, I passed out.
Or not.
Date,
Shit.
Now we get to start all over. We get to speedrun it this time. So start your timers. You know when I start. Let's go. Yeah, figures just want to be rough.
No. Are you?
yeah.
Alright. Have some fun.
A winter iris that blooms in the...
Right, we figured out that this is faster. What is that? What's right there? Who are you? What? Oh, she's in two places. Girl, what are you doing? What's going on up there? Fine.
A winter iris.
Ignore. Probably could have used timing on that, but whatever. Still speed running. It counts. Oh boy. Oh boy. I mean, we want to interact with the picture, right?
A picture.
A half on that. She was in the wall?
Agent Date, you've got 5 minutes.
Liz. And liquid, right?
There.
It's just, she's just gonna be stuck like that.
Again. What should I do?
Ah, Jesus. Yeah, maybe bad to have that be the last thing we do. That part.
At least you.
Yikes.
You have 3 minutes, Date.
Looks. Yeah, it's something. For sure. I was like thinking, you know, maybe when we spawn in the next area, it would, but I guess it doesn't reload her model when we do that.
A book.
Oh, of course we're right. Good job, Spike Chunsoft.
What is...
Now between this and all the Square Enix PC ports, almost like PC games are less popular in Japan. I don't know, just a feeling. Yeah, the fact that they care less, I mean. When we grab the books. What are we without consistency?
You have less than 2 minutes. Hurry.
Yeah, we want to use the personate, like,
It's Hitomi.
that's the thing. Now, that didn't do anything for us, so we're gonna tear another book. I'm tearing books around here. We already... Huh? It ain't here. Didn't pick that up this time, did we? Okay. Okay. Investigate the switch.
A switch.
Flip the switch. Out of times two, because, love having fun around here.
A floor.
And it was, we had to grab it, right? Oh. Sure, let's open it!
No thanks. I don't want any.
That bodes well.
What happened? I suddenly passed out.
A lot's been happening to you, I don't know. It doesn't seem like you're in good health. You're at 60 seconds! Let's lock it and just pray that that gives us something better. Unless it, like, actually thing we need to do. She's fully through the door at this point. Head aside.
No! Stop!
And what... if... I mean, this is like a combination of memories, right? With... No, that doesn't...
Stop right there!
Didn't necessarily die. Okay. Boss, though. That's fun. Really, she's a little... We didn't get the... We didn't get the eyeball that time, and I'm concerned about that. Like, we had to pick it up every time we redid it. But it just wasn't there. I'm certain I picked the same route. So... I'll worry about that later.
Date, this is a serious matter.
Where's Boss?
Huh?
Boss, where is she?
I don't know. I haven't seen her since about noon.
Damn it.
Date, listen. Something happened while you were in Samnium.
Huh?
Please stay calm and listen. So Tsujima's body was discovered.
The congressman of all the...
He was cut into pieces and put inside a vase in his mansion.
Oh, it's different this time!
Can't be.
The housekeeper found him and reported it to the police. And one more thing.
Poor housekeeper.
So was missing his left eye.
Never mind. The killer used different methods every time outside of the eye
You
thing.
mean the Cyclops killer did it?
Probably, yes.
What is your next move, Date?
We'll deal with So later. Before that, I need to talk to Boss.
I suggest checking her office.
Good idea.
I don't know what to think of the Somnium ending.
Not here. Where is she? What the hell is going on? What is going on? Hitomi was shot by Rohan Kumakura to protect number 89? Boss. Why was Boss there? Because it was a dream? Was it completely random? No, that can't be. You can't dream of a face you've never seen. Number 89 must know Boss somehow.
I mean, it would make sense if you'd seen her at least at some point, but... Here we go.
Damn it, Boss. Hiding something from me. I could beat her over the head with that tombstone.
Oof.
Boss loves her wine. Maybe she got drunk and went to Hitomi's house for some reason.
You sound drunk yourself.
Genius. In the entire cabinet's nothing, right?
Hey, I know you're hiding something, Mario.
Mario.
I'm not hiding anything.
You did it. I don't.
The hint is the Tanuki statue. It must be a cryptogram, some kind of wordplay hint.
Well, what is the hint?
Maybe she was a fisherman in a past life.
Why would that matter?
My mind went playing through this
Maybe
game.
something is inside the shogi piece.
I looked with the X-ray mode, but did not discover anything.
Boss drinks her coffee black. It must be a symbol of her black heart.
You have cracked the case wide open.
Genius. Oh, I can't even investigate the streamers.
Maybe if you get a high score, you get a clue.
Do you really think that is the case? This isn't an escape room.
I mean, aren't all murder mystery games like this escape rooms?
Look, Date! Handsome young men!
Why are you getting excited?
We're investigating the desk last. That's obviously
Have
not
you
the
always
relevant
been
part,
doing it?
right?
Maybe you've overheard some of Boss's secrets. Maybe I'll sync with you.
Date, if you don't take this more seriously, I will end you.
Should have done that a long time ago, bud. Amazing. It literally.
It's mocking me.
My god.
Don't blame the Matryoshka for your stupidity.
My god. Well, at least we got fun stuff out of that. Yeah. Oh. Okay, we've investigated everything but what's on the desk. Let's go.
Aiba, can you hack this PC?
I will try.
Hamster wheel. Again, this is how hacking
Unlocked.
works.
Logging in. I have recovered some video data. It was uploaded only a few hours ago.
Open it.
That is...
Sosajima. Why? Why? Boss?
Would I ever? Second file, just... Why would you have recorded? It's unsolved. Oh. So true, though. Like me, I quite like her. But, uh, I never even considered. I mean, I probably should have. Let's see what happens if we investigate the desk at least. Didn't get a chance to do that.
Not here. Maybe this clock means something.
Likely. I would appreciate it if you exercised thought before opening your mouth.
I don't think he's capable of that. What? Oh boy. I mean, this is as good a place as any to... Well, like, good for tonight? I really... What the fuck is going on? Hard on this. I went left first. That's the other point we haven't seen yet. I'm sure feeling away. What the fuck goes on? Oh, so it continues onward from this point, but you have to, like, investigate more from... That's interesting. That's not at all what I'm used to from visual novels. It being like you get all the way to the end, like, that's it for that branch entirely. Ow. Yeah. You know, you gotta respect the hustle. And it would make sense. She has the info about the case. It was there. Oh boy. Yeah, I mean, I don't really need to save again, but... Well, I'm feeling away right now, but... Wow. This went away. Oh my god, yeah, it's just like, this is the trial. It was a setup all along. So we're still in training. Well, everyone for coming and chatting and explaining that with me. That was fun and got me feeling away. You did Zero again for the raid, and this whole time. She's the type. She's exactly the type. This is a hidden camera show. So, next stream is on Wednesday Night Thursday morning, 2 a.m. We got more Pokemon Picross. As usual, more Mystery Dungeon on Saturday night, Sunday morning. And of course, I am picking this back up in a week from now. I can't not, like, I wasn't sure if I wanted to, like, maybe take a break after finishing, like, one route and then, like, yeah, you know, do something else for, like, a week and then return. No. Especially now that I know that this game is, like, a little different than other visual novels and, like, we didn't actually get to the end of that route. It's interesting having it work that way of, like, you don't even get to see how the route ends, and you have to actually, like, have to see more of the story or for it to work and to actually, like, reveal everything. And you're motivated to well enough in other visual novels because there's always, like, shit that, like, you don't find out, like, just one route, but... Boss, huh? So cool! Yeah. Sure, I can always check Twitter for updates and whatever the hell I'm doing. Put server up. I think I probably need to refresh the invites, so I'll do that after I end stream. But I'll see y'all around. Thanks for hanging out. Night.